things like that. And once you start taking a loss that you should have won, it can get even worse. And honestly, both of these teams have... Alpha7 hasn't suffered from it this season, but we've seen these players suffer from those same kinds of mistakes. So far, Alpha7 has played clean. Even the other day, they won all 5 games, were able to dust it off their shoulders, going from almost losing match point to be able to take it back and take the dub. So Night Horde, we need to see those same possibilities if they want to put up a fight here.
3, 2, 1.
I took a picture, guys.
All right, so Alpha7 will be blue side up front. They will take the first pick. And for the first time this whole tournament, we're seeing 4 dots above those logos. This is a best of 7, could go the full distance. We might break 5 games in terms of overall bans in the global ban system. It's going to be intense. Yves ban and Phobius from the side of Alpha7. Marcel going to be followed up by something else here on the side of Night Horde.
Yeah,
The question is, are we going to go?
Are we gonna go all the way? Is that what you're saying? Because when they said, you know, like best of 7, potentially you have 60 bans when you get to, you know, the 7th game.
You know what we say in North America, right?
Sorry?
We always go. You know what we say in North America, right?
Always go.
We always go all the way.
We always go all the way. All right. Let's see what we got for today. But speaking of global ban tracks, how do you feel about the global ban now? Because I know, you know, Kronos.
I came in a little questioning. Kronos had to do a lot of convincing. I was a doubter. I was a hater. But by the end of this, honestly, I am starting to feel, you know, for the longest time, that was a topic in live streams and stuff. Like, what do you guys think about global?
Need no protection from the rain.
I'm like, nah. I was disgusted by global ban. I thought it was a horrible thing.
Eudoras and Nanas would pop up, right? That's
No,
what you were
not
thinking.
exactly. But honestly, it has been probably one of the most refreshing tournaments I've cast in a very long time, and I do think it should really be considered as something to be put on a bigger stage.
I like that. Because
Moontan's
yes,
listening.
we have.
Moontan's listening.
Moontan's listening.
Start off
what
with
about
MSC, you know? Put it on MSC. Then maybe in another year,
So
2
good.
world.
Protect it till my last breath.
That would be so good, though. Like, get advantage for the MCT teams who are having global bans already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
You all right there, Layla?
it's okay.
I make sure to mute
Bless
myself
you.
because everybody
Bless
was all like, "We can hear
Bless
you,
you,
go."
All right, first pick, Hilda over to Alpha7. Night Horde gets the response
Alright.
here. Do they lock
Glue
in
plus
glue plus? You just go for Claude?
Khalid,
Something like
Valentina, Harriet. I think glue plus
Khalid,
Harriet. Blue Harriet.
Plus hair? Or you lock in your jungle and go for something like the Suyo up front in game 1?
Harriet, Suyo.
I think Night Horde, I think you come out swinging game 1. Come out swinging.
It's
Honestly, the glue does great against the Hilda. I think you lock in the glue. I mean, you could wait
Yeah,
though
I
for
think-
pick 3 for the glue.
Yeah, true. I think, but you gotta lock in the Harriet early, right? You get the Harriet locked in. I said Khalid earlier, but then I was thinking you can lock in the Khalid for pick number 3 as well, just because of the Hilda already being picked up. But I think Harriet's gotta get locked in here. Kistler was a monster on that Harriet. By God,
Oh.
he was locked in yesterday. Kistler was slaying, man. He had it locked down yesterday. So I think a comfort pick definitely coming off of those games.
Yeah, the way he just like chased and finished a lot of them was just impressive.
We forgot about Jushin?
Oh. Huh. Well, it got picked up, right? It
didn't even notice that.
Nobody's not banning that.
The fact that it made it to now. They gave them Hilda and Jushin.
And Leo Mord.
Gets in there as well.
And Leo Mord.
Alpha7 do look strong though. Alpha7 do look strong with that, and best player
Pick up the
always
ZTN
looks
here.
better off when he is stronger, right? On the front foot. I think glue. I think just pick up the glue here. Yes, the Zetian's great, but then you do have a couple of more options for the mid lane. So I think just you have the Valentina, the Zetian. There's also the Katira. There is the Lilia, I was gonna say, but they pick up the Lilia anyway.
The Lilia Khalid combo has looked very good, I'm not going to lie. It's hyper aggressive. It's very prone to getting first bloods within the first minute or two. There's just so much damage between those two heroes at level 1 and level 2 that it's, I mean, you could just, you get a skill off from both of them, you land 2 glooms and all of a first skill and you're pretty much dead.
Vengeance in card.
Uranus would be like the next pick.
No, I think it would be a good ban from Alpha7, the Uranus being taken off, just because they don't really have any sort of shred right now. But then Night Horde will be looking to take out. Okay, Terizla's gone, but I think if you're Night Horde, you take out the carry, right? Take out the carry or the Claude. In this case, because you already taken out the Moskov, with Zia has been really good on. I think carry's just a safer choice.
Yeah.
You think Claude?
I think Claude's more of a Zia hero.
Dexter, it's our showtime.
There you go. Claude's
And
gone.
the fact that they banned the Moskov means they're also like, yeah, we just don't want Zia to have this. Like the fact that it wasn't Claude and carry shows that they're kind of focusing a bit more on like Zia's shining pool.
Is it
Honestly,
so that Kessler can have a better
Lopping for
game?
Night Horde right now would be like what?
Did they ban those like Zia 2 heroes for Zia, right? Is it so that
Yeah.
Kessler can have a better game? Because I feel like
Yeah.
Kessler has
Yeah,
done really
absolutely.
well for the team, and if they can keep on making him the focal point and, you know, make those like he did yesterday.
I
Carry's
think,
very outranged too from the Herathin gold lane, so
Yeah. Regardless of whatever gold lane was going to get picked up by Alpha7, like Herod definitely dominates the laning phase. So you give him more of an advantage right now. The Suyo's locked out too. You know what the other thing is? The other thing is we did see Shiro pull off a Herod in the jungle before. Just when the update came through, just when the patch came through.
okay.
So he
It's
can
possible.
play this in the jungle. It's a possibility, right? They
Okay.
can flex it still
So
to
pick
the
up-
end.
I like the Lapu here for Night Horde, honestly. CC immune. Able to get through, able to dive onto the Jushin, wouldn't be horrible.
I think glue.
Blue still for EXP.
I think just because it's such a great pick into the Leo mode, right? Never mind, Fredrin.
Going
I don't know.
into the
I don't know
Druid?
about
Save their EXP lane. Yeah, I might have saved the jungle.
I agree. I don't know about that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. The more we look at it, like there's the Hilda for the poke, then the Paquito as well now to
My
add a little bit more
goodness.
poke to it. He's got
Debut
extra.
Paquito?
He's got a damage buff. Yeah, he's got a damage buff.
What is this, EXP lane Paquito?
I think EXP Paquito.
The slayer of gods.
Obsidia. Okay.
It does great into the Herod too. Obsidian does great into the Herod. The Hunter Bone
That
can lock
range.
him down. Can, yeah, and then you can really just dance around the Fredrin as well. The only problem you see is Lilia on the other side right now. If you're a Night Horde, you want this Lilia to have a really good game, so you can kind of get that big dub for yourself, especially in game number 1. But I don't know, they're already looking like they want to absorb a lot of damage. They need to play super aggressive in the early game. They have the roam, they have the jungle, they have the mid lane to play aggressive. Now what can they put in the hands of Merlin? That could be a problem. Benedetta,
Masha?
this is what we're talking about. This is what MCT
EXP
North
Masha?
is made of. Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, we have not seen a Masha in ever? Have
Yeah,
we
two
even seen
two
one?
debut picks, two debuts. Masha and Paquito in this match right here, and Night Horde just look aggressive. Outside of their jungle, everyone just wants to jump on you, but honestly, even the Fredrin wants to dive a bit. Alpha7 North, on the other hand, a little bit of kiting, a little bit of dive. Honestly, both comps, we're looking at this could get messy. This could get messy. A lot of back and forth, a lot of tap for tap, a lot of just quick jabs from both teams. It's going to be interesting. And it's debut versus debut in the XP lane, matter of fact.
Layla?
That's it.
Final
Take us in. No thoughts. I just want to see this because of the debut heroes. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Every competition begins with a question. Who will be the first team to be the legacy of the region? Tonight is the very first MCT North finals for the particular region. And of course, we're talking about a contender that's come through the open qualifiers and an invited team going head to head for a spot in the mid-season cup. Game number 1 of this best of 7. The first best of 7 we get to see in the global ban phase for the North American side of things. Let's get it.
Okay, jumping into game number 1. I like it. It's a vibe. The Night Horde with a fast-moving composition, but it's not like Alpha7 are going to be moving slow either. You have a mid laner that can kite very well, keep it moving. You have a Hilda up against a Khalid and a Lilia. I mean, these are two hyper-aggressive core mid lanes here that are looking for plays around the map. Wave clear, he's going to go to whoever kind of, I feel like a lot of it just comes down to micro, honestly. Tamal wants to move in, but it's hard for him to do it. In terms of wave clear, we're already seeing best player steal some camps here. May have a little bit of a faster position over the Fredrin.
Oh.
If he steals this camp correctly and Alpha7 can stop the Fredrin from coming and stealing the Lizard, it might be a decent advantage for the Night Horde before the Turtle.
And yeah, I think that definitely helps out. Helps out and amplify their chances. But one good thing for Alpha7 is the fact that it is a dangerous grass map, right? And you know Shark's gonna be super aggressive on this hill. And take a look at the emblems as well. Nothing too crazy. Support emblem on Shiro. Apart from that, you can see both these EXP laners. They don't really wanna be clearing waves. They want to get out of the fight. They want to be in the thick of it. Killing spree, or rather assassinable master assassin, and the lethal ignition of the hands of Merlin. Meanwhile, we got Impure Rage with a Festival of Blood for Nats.
Yeah, Merlin wants to go toe-to-toe right now. He wants to go both blow for blow, ban for ban. The thing is because of those health bars, because of how tanky the Masha can be, right? It is tough for the Paquito just to get those one-shots off. A little bit of damage, nothing major, but Night Horde is pushed back. First Turtle going to Alpha7, but still no kills on the board.
Yeah, Nats doing in for the knockout strike as well. Trying to catch him off guard. It could have been disastrous if they got caught in the knockup, but nothing. Just get the turtle. It's slow. Both teams biding their time, not looking to make any mistakes. Don't want to give away any sort of early advantage. You know Alpha7 North can run away with the game, especially what they have. Here comes out the Steed as well. Tamal being pushed back at the same time. You can see best player has to make it our harm's way. Quick sand guard coming from Tamal, and Shark goes in. Looking to take him down, and that's first blood in the hands of Alpha7 North. And Shiro looking to pull one back. Just not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, Tamal goes down, not the end of the world, but with that first turtle plus a kill and the presence from Alpha7, we're already seeing that gold lead shoot up to about 1,000. Night Horde, we know last time they played Kistler on the Harith, they were aiming for late game. You have something like a Masha, very similar, still looking for some late game potential. Night Horde, just honestly just need to bide some time, get comfortable, feel okay. Don't let best player get out of hands. Don't let Nats get out of hands on the Paquito either.
Yeah, I think definitely that's one of the important factors. You see already they're trying to pounce upon him. Tamal to spin around with a scimitar. Trying to zone out Nats as much as possible. Unlock Merlin. The moment Merlin's not attached to his lane, it becomes a problem, right? He's breathing down the neck of Alpha7 North. And you can see already, they're going at it. Thunderclap after Thunderclap, but Nats might be able to get away with this one. Goes for a jab. Oh, the 1v1s is what we want to see, but at the moment, it's more than the 1v1s. It's entire team play coming in from both Alpha7 as well as the Night Horde. Who's going to be the one to get some sort of advantage early? Alpha7, oh, on the top side, forcing a flicker from Merlin, and now looking to invade into the purple buff at the same time as well.
All right, so what do they do from here? Can they contest this? Night Horde gave up the last turtle pretty easily. You got the Fredrin. This is something you should really be fighting for. A lot of damage though on Shark. Shark unfazed.
You can see the lantern coming out from Cold War. This is become a problem. Brave's Wrath already dropped on Zaman Force at the same time. Tamal trying to buy some time, but Shark gets to the back line and able to take out one. And they follow with another Merlin, looking to catch Shark off guard. Siri trying to buy as much time as possible. Zia comes into the fight, picks up one. And that's 4 members down and out from the side of Night Horde. Alpha7 in the driver's seat.
Shark was headhunting. He's been headhunting. He's 2-0-1 right now on this Hilda. He got pushed out of the jungle, but once he knows Shiro's health is down to about 10%, he's like, wait, I'm coming back for more. Nats just locked in the Hunter Strike. Cold World also picking up the first item. Alpha7 on a roll right now. We were just looking at a 1,000 gold lead. Well, now that's 3.5 times more, almost 4K into their hands. Warax locked in for best player. I mean, items are just popping up all around right now for Alpha7, and we're barely seeing anything coming for Night Horde. The deficit is starting to happen fast.
He's trying, right? Merlin's trying to take down Nats with the Thunderclap as well. Doesn't have enough energy to go for it. But Nats has been doing a fantastic job trying to keep him at bay. And all comes out of the credit in terms of what the emblem setup is as well. Goes for the Impure Rage, went for the Festival of Blood, so going to be able to sustain quite a long time. And I think that's an important factor to keep tabs of, just because of the fact that Alpha7 is not just about the micros, but also how they're prepared going into every single. They're not phased by this mashup coming out from Merlin whatsoever.
All right, so Night Horde, with the fact that they're so backed up, this isn't the first time they've been in a position like this. They've lost 2 towers. If they can keep things from getting out of hand, the problem is there's still another turtle plus a Lord, and they've already lost the tier 3s on both sides. They're already down to a 5K deficit. It's a tough spot. If things continue like this, by first Lord, they're going to have barely anything to defend with. So they've got to slow play. They can't fall into these traps just like this.
Yeah, nice knockout strike as well, getting the knockup onto 2 members. The Lantern's going to be a problem. It's a slow chokehold coming out from Alpha7 right now. They've got a 5K goal lead. They're sitting comfortable. They don't really have to take any risks. It is the finals of the MCT North. They've taken the tier 2 on the bot side, slowly choking out Night Horde from their own jungle, the neutral objectives. Next thing you know, they're not going to be able to walk up to the minions as well. Here comes out a Steve from best player. Nice use of Raging Sandstorm. Raging Rat drops down just to be able to get the clear. And look at Nats, he's going in, trying to get them taken and down low. Zia flickers out of harm's way as well. Shark looking to flick from the side when the opportunity presents itself. And Alpha7 North trade HP and walk out.
Yeah, but it was a close call there. The problem is how does Alpha7 North do that so well? Trading shots under the tower. I mean, Cold World goes down to about 10%, just gets away. Nats as well, able to just get away. Night Horde was outputting, spent everything they had. It's getting closer, but it's still very hard for Night Horde to try to do something like that outside of even under their tower. Best player gets a turtle once again.
Hunter Bone already locked out as well. You can see Kissin dropping the Zaman Force. Merlin taking a lot of damage. Shiro's going to be the first one to fall. Yes, he does in the hands of the best player, Shark, trying to buy some time, but Merlin gets taken out of the process. And now Zia's online as well at the same time. Lantern Flare to pick up Kistler and put him down. He has the Purify, hasn't used it. They're so good at utilizing their skills, layering their skills, creating the space for the rest of the team. And now with the help of the Beacon, they zone out Night Horde completely, take away the tier 3 in the mid lane. It feels like tier 2 is going to be next because there's no one to defend it whatsoever.
Yeah, at this point, they're taking holy defenses and all. Before Lord even spawns, minutes before Lord even spawns at that. It's 80 seconds still on the map. And Alpha7 are already knocking at the front gate. Night Horde. This isn't like last time where Kistler had really decent time to pop off against Vendetta. This isn't what we saw before. He's just getting the feather in. And we're looking at least 3rd item. Well, he needs at least Crystal before he's outputting something major.
Definitely, at least the Crystal for sure. But you know what? Even along with the Crystal, is it going to be enough though? Because Shark's already got the defensive items going. Cold World definitely has a lot of shields. Going to be able to kite quite easily. You can take a look at it. Just built the Silence Robe. They've got the Chastis Powder to slow down that Feather of Heaven. And Cold World's building into a Blood Wings at the same time. Best player already got the Queen's Wings locked down. Sky Piercer for Zia. That's going to be a game changer. We've seen what he can do with that. On the other side, though, Shiro, only a Brute Force Breastplate. Building to an Oracle.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nats gets a 1v1, or maybe gets the gank. Either way, whatever happened. The problem is, did you see the deficit, the gap right now between everyone on Alpha7 side? Almost all of them have a 2,000 gold lead over their opposing laner. Night Horde, even if you get the perfect play, there's no damage. There's not enough. Shark could probably, he's the roamer, and he could probably 1v1 just about everybody on the Night Horde right now.
And the thing is, it's the dangerous grass map as well. Look how deep Shark is. He's conquered the entire top side, and because of that, they're not allowed to walk into the Lord Pit whatsoever. They're not. Forget the Lord Pit. They can't get to the top half of their own map. And now look at the Raging Sandstorm. They know Nats is there, trying to get him Flicker covered out as well, but Nats able to make it our harm's way, but the damage is down. They've expended so many ultimates just to take him down, and now they found the opening. It's a 5v4 for this defense. The Lord is coming on the bot side. It's gonna be enough to buy Nighthorde some time, some valuable and precious time.
Yeah, can Tamal get away here? He's gonna have to be careful. Alpha7, minions coming, Lord coming soon.
Yeah, did you see that damage though? The damage on the Tamal. And you can tell, right, that did that change really work out? Is it in the favor of the Nighthorde? But one good thing we've seen from Nighthorde before is they don't mind playing sacrifice to make sure Kistler pops off, and that's what Shiro needs to do at this point. They're looking to take down the Lord. Black Shoes already popped in. Shark going in onto Kistler. Demon Force used up. Merlin looking to go to the back line. Flicker against Zia as well at the same time, but he's able to flicker out of harm's way. And Cold able to get the kill. Here comes the re-engage. They're looking to take one down. They trade best player for it, but Zia's kiting has the damage. And Tamal is running for the hills. Flickers out. Mid lane inhibitor is going to be the next one to be locked down. With the help of Cold World, they should be able to take it, but Kistler says no. With the help of the Zaman Forest, Shark, as well as the rest of Alpha7, will have to back up and respect the damage that Nighthorde can put out.
Honestly, Nighthorde played that very well. It was dangerous play to go out there and try to get the Raging Sandstorm. Merlin falls. Instead of just letting him go down, Shiro and Tamal follow up and are able to find best player there. And a trade like that is definitely worth it when you're in the Nighthorde shoes right now. When you're this far behind, any trade, any even trade, is a win for the losing team almost. You're able to get some gold. You're able to kind of open up some space, stop Alpha7 from continuing the push, and Nighthorde get a decent defense. It's only 12 minutes in. Wait, did we just trade Sky Piercers?
Yeah, no, did you just see Shark pick up a Sky Piercer?
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, did Shark just pick up Sky Piercer?
Yeah, Shark picked up a Sky Piercer.
Yeah, had one earlier.
He's got the Holy Crystal.
Hey man, live your life, Shark. He's 2-0-2. He's on one.
I mean, they were watching.
He could sell it later.
They were watching what Nighthorde were doing last night, right, against Vendetta, when Kistler went full glass cannon, and the glass cannon means not a lot of defense. And Shark, he does have the Fury Hammer, probably gonna build in the Blade of the Heptaseas, and with the help of the Sky Piercer, start racking up some of those kills. Siri opening up the map for the Nighthorde, does have the Black Shoes. It's gonna be crucial that he does so. And then after baiting out a couple of skills, then when they can go for an engage, kind of old school Lilia kind of plays.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely possibilities from the Nighthorde here. They have the combo potential. Shiro, though, has to be able to step up, and maybe they can give one more Lord here. They do still have decent siege defense. You have possibilities, but Shiro does make the engage. Might have been a mistake.
Yeah, Shiro not looking hot at the moment. The Cold World able to pick up Merlin as he tried to go to the back line. Appraiser's Rat dropped down onto Nats. Shiro able to survive, but Tamal's going to be the sacrifice. Zia picks one up and gets the stack of the Sky Piercer. Shiro trying to buy some time. Kistler and Siri are running away, but they're going to get flanked. Shiro, again, he's going to go down eventually in the hands of Zia. Meanwhile, they do trade Shark for it.
Now it's just Kistler and Siri up against 4 members. The Lord coming down. It's 7 seconds on the clock for Merlin. This Masha has not been able to do much.
It's not been able to do much. Neither has Kistler. Take it down. The crowd control, the layering of skills. Alpha7 North have come out to play. They've come out to make a statement. And look at that with a knockout strike, catching 2 members. The nice Raging Sandstorm catching 2 members as well. But Nighthorde are doing the best that they can to try and defend. They just don't have the damage. They don't have the crowd control. Hunter Bones already locked it from Zia as Alpha7 locked the crystal. Game 1 in this best of 7. A statement victory.
Second Lord was all it took, and Alpha7 take game number 1, starting things off in a speedy fashion, starting things off aggressively, showing why they got to this North final slot first.
All All right, how do we feel about the Masha and the Paquito? You know, I'm assuming it's because it's a best of 7 global ban system coming into play. We don't want to use up all of the nice XP that we really want to use for now, right? How did it go though? Because of the global ban. Yeah.
That definitely was the plan, right? We were thinking about what a Tamal special Jaw had probably come out on game number 1 where they could get something in their hands, but they kind of went down the other route, still letting the problem child be a problem. In this case, it just wasn't a problem enough. Alpha7 kind of knew what they were in for and slotted the Paquito for themselves, knowing that if there's any hero, that any player on their team that they can flex in terms of what hero they can pick up, it is definitely Nats, because he has been a standout performer for Alpha7 throughout, right? Nats Entertainment has been entertaining throughout the MCT. He has been the difference maker in every single game, the brick wall that every single team has to get past to get to the back line of Alpha7. The moment he's not performing, that's when Alpha7 starts to crumble. We've seen that happen before as well, even yesterday in the upper bracket final. But Night Horde in this case, Nat's just not phased by this Masha whatsoever.
Yeah, the Paquito looks great, if that's the question, right? The Masha had some possibilities there. I feel like the damage, at least in answer to the Paquito, wasn't bad. But once Merlin started falling behind, there was no real answers. But the Paquito, I could see it get played again and wouldn't doubt it, right? Especially if Nats picks it up. It was clean, it was aggressive, it allowed the damage that they wanted, while also being a great space maker, you know, working as that EXP laner to kind of hold down the front line.
And the Night Horde, they I know. Yeah. The Night Horde, you know, it's kind of like looking what happened yesterday, but unfortunately they couldn't stay centered, you know, get into that flow state. From what we saw from them yesterday, you know, even though they were backed up against a wall, they could still hold it together, stay centered, and turn that game around. Fortunately, this game, that just didn't happen for them.
All right, so where do they take it from here, right? Alpha7 completely dominates, finishing that game with well over 10K gold lead almost. Most of the game, the gold was never going down. Towards the end, at a steady 8K plus, I mean, Night Horde just, it felt like they didn't stand a chance. It felt like Alpha7's just like, listen, you never should have got here. Night Horde now needs to kind of prove themselves. I think my question really, Cronus, is do we think Tamal was a problem here? Do we think it was just overall comms between the team, draft, you know, where exactly did Night Horde really fall short here?
I mean, if you ask me, in terms of synergy, you guys played your hearts out yesterday, right? Lower bracket, double, 2 best of 5s, a couple of best of 5s before that. You were sweeping the floor with everybody else. But you know what? A little bit about Night Horde later on. MVP of this game, Zia, another consistent performer for Alpha7 North. If there is, when the brick wall falls down, when the brick wall has been ran through by the opponents, they've got to get through Zia. And Zia has been the cornerstone, the pillar of Alpha7 North, around whom the entire composition is built to make sure he is allowed to succeed. If their chips are down, they don't know where to go. It's the turn, it's the river. You know for a fact he's gonna have an ace up his sleeve.
And Zia seems, especially the Subsidia pick, it's something that none other teams have really been super successful with, but Zia just, the pockets run deep right now in terms of what he can pull out in the gold lane and still make it very fearsome. This is game 1. He's using an Obsidia and he's comfortable with it. Still has multiple other quote unquote meta picks that he can pull out of his hat. And that's a scary spot to be if you're Night Horde.
Very, very scary point.